Space Marine 2 is a third-person action shooter set in the grim dark future of Warhammer 40,000 that puts you in the middle of a war against the Tyranids for the control of an Imperial solar system.
You're right in the thick of the action, and hopefully people never have experienced that kind of aspect of the Warhammer world.
We feel that it is the combination of all the things that we worked so hard for so many years to do come to life.
We wanted action in the sky, on the land, we wanted flames, we wanted explosions. It is a passion piece for all of the people working at Saber. When I started working on the story, I spent months reading Black Library novels like No Fear to really get my head inside these characters, to understand the Ultramarines and who they are.
So the Space Marines were created for that great crusade. They were a necessary component in a war for galactic unity. And the Ultramarines are one of the most iconic and famous of those Space Marine forces that have endured through the 10,000 years from their creation at the Great Crusade to the stagnation of the 41st millennium.
Most human beings in this world will never see a Space Marine. They're the stuff of legends. They're known as the angels of death. And so when one appears on the battlefield, it's like seeing an angel of God.
His angels.
So Titus is a lieutenant in our game.
My pledge is eternal service.
He's sort of a relic of a time once past.
This guy is an unstoppable force, but you've also got to find some kind of grit and hardness that shows that he's been there, done that, seen more than all the other Ultramarines he's now in this unit with. So we did the best we could in motion capture. But it is very different when you get to see these amazing graphics on the screen and what hundreds and hundreds of people who work for Saber Interactive come up with and create. It's incredible.
Lieutenant Titus, Ultramarines, 2nd Company.
For me to go right back to the bare basics of what acting is about and just be in an empty space. But on the day, it's about creating it and giving it a base of reality.
Lieutenant Titus! Praise the Omnissiah!
Shut it down. Now.
It's your journey, you're the player, you're with Titus and the Ultramarines. If you can't connect to their faces when their helmets are off and you can't read those emotions, then there's something lacking. And that's my job, is to try and bring these guys to life. I think as the player is going to see a very, very different Titus.
If we rupture the staging tanks, direct the flow into the valley, we can flood the area around the base.
Right from the very beginning, we didn't just want to create any third-person shooter. We wanted to create a game that embodied the galactic warfare that you come to know from this franchise.
So the technology that drives Space Marine 2 is our own technology. So the team's gotten very, very good at creating signature moments in this game. And the signature moment is the swarm. We have a swarm technology that allows us to have hundreds of these Tyranids attacking the player. And we're also able to build a huge expanse where you have highly detailed characters and models up close, but you can see off in the distance. You can see that swarm coming at you. You can see the enemy waves coming at you, and you will get down and dirty, blowing them all away.
You feel like you have an infinite universe in front of you. You have sandbox games where you can wander around, but this goes one step further. It kind of almost feels like wherever you are in the action, wherever you look, there is another company of Marines down there fighting off swarms of Tyranids, and you've got up there, we've got ships, delivering and launching and drop ships landing. Everything's around you.
One of the things people love about this world is the ability to customize your character. You take these little miniatures, you pose them the way you want, you give them the weapons that you want, you paint them the way you want. And we wanted to take that same approach and put it in the game so you can do the same thing with your character. The game offers 3 modes: a co-op story campaign that you can play with your friends, a highly replayable PvE mode with lots of progression and customization, and a PvP mode that puts you against other players. The more you play these PvE missions, the deeper you can go into the progression of these characters, unlocking skills and perks and weapons. And as you do that, our famous AI director is able to increase the challenge, throw tougher enemies at you in more challenging situations.
As As you've seen with some of our other titles, we have a track record of supporting our titles through quality of life updates, through paid DLC, and larger add-ons. So with Space Marine 2, because the universe is so rich and there's so much to draw from, we're really excited about what story we can tell and what things that we can continue to do in this game.
The truth is that we've been kind of circling like sharks around Games Workshop for a long time, trying to get hold of this game.
We believe at Saber that we have the story, the gunplay, the technology, the experience, and the passion to deliver what fans want. So I'm scared, but I'm excited. Our team is, they love working in this game. It's one of their favorite games that they've ever worked on.
So to see what 10 years of development on that Space Marine engine franchise story is going to be like for Space Marine 2, I think everybody involved with Warhammer is really, really excited to see that.
No matter what the fans are asking for, trust me, we're asking for even more.